Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a little bit since I've done a how to counter video. If you're going to check out more of them, I do have a playlist somewhere in the deep depths of my channel. You can check it out there. And also for more experienced players of Smite, you probably already know how to counter Puch and gods in general and how to counter builds. So this video kind of caters to the newer players of Smite. So let's get right into it, at least with this recording of Puch. He just came out a few days ago, so what I'm about to go over, he may change or get rebalanced or nerfed or whatever in the future, so just be aware of that. So Puch, he has high burst and a lot of slows. And he also has a anti-healing ability, which I'll get into that a little bit later. So he has a 40% slow on his 1 currently, and he has a stacking slow on his ultimate, which stacks on, depending on how many ghosts you get hit by, you know, how long are you in the ultimate, so it can stack up to 56%, which is a lot. So, with that being said, he can stack that slow even more. Watch out for your enemy Puch if he builds into Gem of Isolation. Pretty much what this item does, it adds a 25% slow for 2 seconds on his damaging abilities. So, for example, you get hit by his 1, the running zombie explosion thing. You get the flat 40% on that ability hit on you, and then you have the additional 25% slow on you as well. So, that's a lot of slows. So if you build into that, or if you just want to counter his slows in general, there are a few actives you can pick up to do this. For one, the sprint tree. The tier 1 sprint does not make you immune to slows. However, the tier 2 improved sprint does indeed make you immune to slows. Also, the tier 3 greater sprint, and also if you build in heavenly agility. Heavenly agility is a great item if you are a maybe some type of support role. What this does, it buffs all allies around you. It increases their movement speed and also makes them immune to slows. So in a big team fight, if you're all in, you know, the enemy Puch's ultimate, this helps you all out and it gets you out of there. So if you want to know what this looks like, have my targeting on quick casting, so the highlighted yellow areas around me, that's how big heavenly agility is, and you pop that, everybody has their movement speed increase and are immune to slows. Another active you can pick up is some type of purification beads. What this does, it shreds, or rather removes any crowd control effects on you, and also makes you immune to new ones for you know, certain duration. Slows are included as a crowd control effect. Another thing, if you are some type of frontliner, let's say for your warrior, or you know, a guardian, or maybe some assassins, sure, the underworld is pretty great. It doesn't make you immune to slows, rather, but what it does is it reflects 40% of all damage you take before mitigations for the next 5 seconds back to its owner. So let's say if you're in Puch's ultimate and you're a tank, you don't really mind the slows too much, but you want to, you know, just, if you want to kill him, is what I'm trying to say. If you want to kill him, this kind of, you know, puts some of that damage back onto him or her, whatever. So next thing is a actual item. If you go into the utility section and go to movement and click on Haste Frontalis, you'll see the Winged Blade, or any of these. I mean, it's all in the same tree. But Winged Blade is what I wanted to go over. The passive, what it does is if you're hit by a slow, so let's say is 1, you are immune to slows, and your movement speed is increased by 20% for 4 seconds. Only occurs once every 30 seconds. So 30 seconds, that should be enough to be ready for his ultimates. Of course, if you get hit by somebody else's slow, that does proc it. But Winged Blade, sometimes overlooked. I feel like it's a really great item. It's really cheap too. You get a lot of HP from it. You get cooldown reduction. The attack speed is only nice for some gods. Some gods it's useless, but also has movement speed on it. So that'll help you be immune to slows. So, another thing is, people do this already, but in team fights, try to focus down Puch. He has no escapes. However, if he does get a active called Combat Blink, which looks like this, he can just teleport out of combat once every 180 seconds. So if you see him pop that, just keep a mental note that he already used that. So for the next 180 seconds, if you were to just dive on him, you can just, you know, he has no escape, so you can kill him right there. So just beware of that. If he builds Combat Blink, you know what to do. Another thing is, if you are, I made a mistake because I was playing Aphrodite in Arena, and I don't know why I picked Aphrodite, because everybody's playing Puch. Puch right now, he can counter any healer, hardcore. So his 3, what it pretty much does, it's, let's go to Robot, but I'll go over what it does. He throws a charm on the target. The target takes damage every second after the duration, takes additional damage, and are stunned for each time they are healed by an ability during this duration. So let's get raw. He's gonna go into his heal. Pop the 3. And then you see that little icon on you. Once you see that icon on you, Jesus, that bleed lasted forever. But you have the little icon on you, and it's, you know, I'll pause this phase. Don't heal. If you do heal, you will be stunned for up to 3 seconds, which is devastating. And also take additional damage based on your heals. So if you're any healer, or rather, you can be a high health regeneration guy like Hercules, Romana, Shock, just beware of that. Just be careful when you're trying to heal around him. Also, if you see a zombies on the ground, if he doesn't pop it, he's just leaving the zombies around. It takes a few auto attacks. I can't destroy him because I'll Puch himself. But let's say if you're an ADC or some type of a ranged character, just throw your auto attacks and you can kill those zombies, so he doesn't, you know, absorb them for HP, or he doesn't detonate them from his tube. So you can kill those zombies. I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to go over. Hope that's some type of helpful tips and tricks to counter our Puch. Now see you guys next time. Peace.